Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cakeman Entertainment. In today's video, I will be reacting to The Acolyte Season 1, Episode 7. I have reacted to the last 3 episodes. You can check that link out above. Obviously, episode 4, 3, 4, 5 were all not very good episodes, I'll be honest. Especially 3 and 4 were absolutely criminally bad. Episode 5 was okay. I think it was an okay episode. The story made no sense though. I think I made that clear in my reaction. And the last episode I thought was the best actually. And best meaning it's a low bar, so to beat that it doesn't take much. It was just an average episode, but it beat the rest of the series for me personally. Of course, this is my own opinion, but yeah, I thought the last episode was at least a bit intriguing, and I think majority of that has to do with the stranger or Camille or whatever his name is. Yeah, I mean, I hope that I'm sure this will probably be the flashback episode. I don't think they'll leave it for the finale because that would seem a bit stupid, but a lot of things have seemed a bit stupid in this series and they've included it, so we'll just have to wait and see. But if this is the flashback episode, I hope we get some answers as to, well, first of all, Osha and May's motivations, because I, up until this point, still have no idea what either of them want, what either of them need, what either of them are, even. Like, I don't know anything about them. And in some cases, I understand not telling the audience everything, but you have to tell them something. You can't just leave mystery boxes, like, but it's like annoying, to be honest, at the moment that I don't know what the main protagonist and main antagonist, what their motivations are. But I keep hope. I hope we get some questions answered in this episode. Before I get into it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll get into it now. Well, at least we'll get to see a little bit more of Carrie Ann Moss. Seems looking as though she was a huge bit of wasted potential in the previous episodes, as was this Mookie Jedi as well. It's weird seeing Tom in here because I'm actually watching Game of Thrones right now. I think I'm on end of season. I just started season 6, so yeah. It's interesting seeing him in this role because I'm watching him right now in Game of Thrones, and I don't know what happens to him, but yeah, that's going well.
I want to go home to Kurus.
A Padawan, and you do not.
Is Saul a master at this age? It seems like she's saying that he is without. Or maybe he's a knight still.
Meet us back at the camp.
So this is now linking with episode 3 in that beginning part where we saw him sneaking around.
We are not alone. Indara. Can you read me?
Do the comms never work in this freaking series? I swear they're like the most useless bit of technology. No, I don't think there's been a single time where comms have worked properly. They've lined up this whole show as if the Jedi are going to be the bad guys, so I'm assuming the Jedi are going to do something that makes them look really bad. Don't know why they're doing that, but guess you can ask Leslie Headland that question. I mean, I do understand, like, the trying to point out the grayness of the Jedi, but at the end of the day, the Jedi are the better ones and the Sith are the worst ones. That's just fact. The Jedi aren't the bad guys, even if you look at it from a certain point of view. Like, Palpatine was evil. Can't get around that fact. Sure, he may have the context or something, but he's still evil.
They do not treat the girls like.
So Night Sisters are already a thing. At least they canonize that. I'm a bit unsure as to why he's so affected by seeing the 2 children there. Because these 2 children would have grown up with these people all along. If they really wanted to hurt them, they would have hurt them earlier, right?
Must be an old mining site.
But we must.
Why did she say 50 women like that means they're not a threat? If they're witches, they are a threat. Doesn't matter what gender they are.
Do you have natural desires you suppress?
Doesn't everyone? Oh, so she was already messing with his mind before his eyes went black. Fuck, if she's this strong, how the hell did she die to a fire? I guess we're gonna see, but
I would always let you leave. Now.
I still don't get why she went so violent so quickly there.
Please let me.
It was so, like, unreasonable.
So,
I don't know where this connection came from, but maybe in Soul's past? Why? Like, I hope we get an explanation as to why Soul is so
They mocked our
wanting for
system
that
with double
Padawan
measure.
relationship. Maybe it's in his past? I don't think we're gonna learn that. Why is he so worried that she's not safe? She's literally been living here her whole life.
Who is protecting this child if not the Jedi?
You weren't here in her first, whatever, 10, 11 years, so
Do not confuse
why
what
does it
she
matter
wants with
now?
what you want.
I have no issues though with the witch playing on Torben's mind. It would make sense that a Padawan would have less control of his emotions.
Don't know.
I don't know either. I
Mom
agree
said
with you there.
every-
But if Soul is so affected by the children being here, why does he only want to help Osha and not May as well? What's his, like, is it just because Osha doesn't have the mark yet? Isn't that a bit discriminatory?
Samples. I've contacted council for instruction.
And then?
You, Sol, and Kona.
Oh, so now she's How come the comms work now? They don't work the whole series. They work when it's like not required, really.
Or separating them from their coven.
But there's something dangerous.
That's fair though.
You saw what they were capable of.
Yeah, but they're on their own planet doing their own thing. Leave them alone. Agreed. I agree with the council on this. What?
But Osha paused.
After you coached her.
So the council won't let
do not
them get the
alter
children, but they won't let them
destiny
leave
because you
either?
have formed any motive.
Before Osha.
You don't get to decide that.
What is going on? I'm so confused about the council's decisions.
Take a walk with Mother Coral. Now!
Why? Okay, if they know they're virgins, why don't they tell the council that? Then the council would be like, oh, sure, this is a huge important thing. And the council would send more members, wouldn't they? To try and sort this out in a more peaceful way? Or in a proper manner, at least?
I want to be a Jedi, Mama.
Wouldn't that be the best course of
I
action?
do.
Good girl. Get mad.
That dialogue was so great. Good girl, get mad. So they're still not going to explain here why May said she's going to kill Osha, are they? I thought maybe May was like tricked by her mom or something. Or by another one of the witches. Ideally they skipped that dialogue, didn't they? I'm gonna kill you.
What is happening?
What is happening? That's the real question. I asked that exact same thing.
I told you we cannot use violence.
Really? Because you were using violence yourself when they first
I
met the
would die
Jedi.
before I let the Jedi.
You clearly had the intention of trying to kill. And now, oh yeah, it's getting out of control. Okay. This still doesn't go around the fact that she told her that she's gonna kill her. Why did she say that? Sure, the fire was accident, whatever, but she still said she's gonna kill her sister. Like, just before that scene.
How were they created?
Let me guess, they're not gonna answer anything. Because that's what they've done the whole series. Why? What?
It's what she wants.
Why did Soul just... Why did Soul kill her?
She chose you.
What the Why did Soul just kill her for no reason? And what was she doing, by the way?
Run!
And why were they lining up for battle before any, like, dialogue even happened? Oh my god, this episode's making it even more confusing. Oh, let's hopefully there's some good choreography at least coming up, I hope. So they're not all witches, are they? It's just the Anastasia. She doesn't have any powers, looks like. She's just fighting her like a normal hand-to-hand. I thought the rest of the witches would have powers as well. If she could do this, why didn't she do that while they were fighting? Well, okay, the story makes no sense, but as long as we get a good battle between Chewbacca and the rest, at least it's something. I mean, it's cool. It's cool seeing a Wookiee in lightsaber combat. I like how the Wookiee is actually using his physical strength in the fight too, not just lightsaber. That would be scary, having a Chewbacca. Wookiees are good, like dark side, sort of. They died from that? They died from that spell that they did? But how did they die? They just died from the spell? I'm confused as to how the witches died.
I warned both of you.
I wanted the twins to be safe.
Clearly not. You just wanted Osha to be safe, look like. Well, that was the Acolyte Season 1, Episode 7. Another horrendous episode. Oh my god. I thought they were going somewhere last episode, improving a little bit, but no. So this was the episode that we were meant to get all the answers, supposed to figure out everything that's going on, why it's happening, what Osha and May's motivations are, I guess. Why the Jedi were like as they were in the future, what happened in the past, what really happened that fateful night 16 years ago. And to be honest, I have more questions than answers, and not in a good way. So throughout the episode, he's like switching and changing between he wants to save the twins, he wants to save Osha, he wants to save the twins, he wants to save Osha. Like halfway through the episode, it makes me seem like he just wanted to save Osha, but then he keeps mentioning I want to save the children. But he keeps like favoring Osha, and then he eventually does save Osha at the end. And we have zero clue as to why he has this attachment or bond to Osha, literally nothing. The only thing I can go off is that she doesn't have the head mark yet. So he's literally being just discriminatory. That's why he picked Osha. What else could it be? They're supposed to be twins, right? So supposed to know the difference. I'm very confused on that. I'm confused as to why Saul killed the mother. The mother was not fighting at all there. The other mother was the angry mom. I'll just call her the other one. But Anastasia had no intention of doing that, and he just went for it and killed her. I was so confused as to why he did that. I'm pretty sure if they let the council know that there's freaking like life can be created here using the Force, that's a big deal. The council would not just be like, oh, you guys just hang around there. No, we're going to send a lot more Jedi, or at least like we're going to send a lot more resources towards you. We're probably going to send a council member there because that's a very serious matter. That makes the council look bloody stupid. Like they just told them, hang tight. Don't take the children though. Just hang tight. They didn't like want to send any reinforcements or anything. I'm confused about their motivations as well, like the council. Then that whole fight didn't really make sense. The fight again, I like the fight. I'll give it that. I'll give props to that. I don't know why I keep saying Chewbacca. The Wookiee Jedi Kalnaka against the other two. That was a decent fight. I like the choreography, and I like that they used the strength of the Wookiee as a weapon, like in the fight. He was like handling them as well. That I enjoyed, but the rest of the episode just didn't make sense to me. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but the motivations of the characters, this was supposed to be the episode that answered everything. Well, not everything, okay, but at least answered most of the questions surrounding that whole episode. I still have no idea why May said, I'll kill you to Osha. They didn't answer that at all. They showed the fire was an accident, which, okay, fair, whatever, it was an accident. I have no idea how the fire spread so quickly. That wasn't explained either, but I guess, yeah, at least at least we saw that it was an accident, whatever, I believe that. But the reason for her saying that she's going to kill Osha, I have no idea because they didn't mention anything about that. For some reason, the angry mom was trying to make May get pissed off, and then she just broke this switch, and then she went to Osha and told her she's going to kill her. But like, why? I don't know. The mom didn't like say go kill Osha or something. She just did that on her own accord. So either she's freaking maniac. I guess maybe they could run with that. That's the only way they could go from here. They could say she's a psychopath. They could run with that idea that May's a psychopath. I don't think they will run with that idea because, yeah, I think we all know they'll never make May or Osha look bad. But yeah, that was not a good episode. It was not a good episode at all. I had a few like little positives here and there, but the fact that I have to fish so hard to find those positives just tells me how bad the episode was. Yeah, I'm very disappointed, and there's only one episode to go, and this series has been abysmal in its quality, in its yeah, and this is coming from someone who had high hopes for this series, not due to the director or anything like that, but because of where it was placed, what they said it was going to be about. It was called The Acolyte, and they were saying it's going to be about. They were advertising it like it was going to be about the dark side, the Sith, etc. How much Sith or dark side have we really gotten in this show? Barely anything. All we've gotten is a story that doesn't make sense, with trying to make the Jedi look bad, and having two characters who are the main characters who we have no idea what their motivations are. And we've barely seen the Sith. Like, we saw him for a little bit, and I thought he would have some connection to this flashback, but no, it looks like he's just a completely random character that we've seen for 5 minutes, and we're heading into the finale. And we're supposed to be emotionally attached to characters that we have no idea why they do what they do. On the good side or the bad side. Like, we don't know. I don't know why Osha is doing what she's doing. I don't know why May's doing what she's doing. I don't know why Sol's doing what he's doing. And I don't know why I forgot his name, the stranger or Camilla, I don't know what he's doing, why he's doing what he's doing. So I don't know what anyone is doing, so why am I going to be attached to anyone at this rate? They literally talked about emotional attachment here. I have no emotional attachment to any of the characters right now. Yeah, I'm just left confused. Honestly, Leslie Headland, you've done an atrocious job, in my opinion. And I think anyone can see what the ratings are like for this show, and most of the audience agrees that this show is abysmal and a real disappointment, because it could have been not a saving grace for Star Wars, but it could have been a step in the right direction. Instead, it's been a step in the completely wrong direction, and it's setting up a burial for Star Wars. They're gonna need some really good content coming out, and I can't see it coming out because the future doesn't have much. Rey movie, which I think we all know what's gonna happen there. It's gonna get bombed like in the box office. Mando movie, which after Mandalorian season 3, I've lost a little bit of hope. I still have hope in Filoni, but yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Skeleton Crew, who no one really cares about. Yeah, it's not looking pretty for Star Wars, and it's just great to see the comparison between a show that's going on right now. If you just look over at HBO, House of the Dragon, please watch that show if you haven't, because you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching it. The quality in that show, the storytelling, the acting, the CGI, to be honest, even is 100 times better than The Acolyte. Everything combines so well. There's so much emotional weight. Fights don't just happen for no reason. There's weight behind those fights. Deaths don't happen for no reason. There's weight behind those deaths. They really set up, and characters do things that you know that they are capable of. They don't just do random shit for no unexplained reason. There's always reasons behind it, and it's explained within the episode or maybe within the next episode. And Acolyte is completely the opposite. There's no explanation, nothing. They just left everything to mystery. The whole series is a mystery in itself. Like, everything is a mystery. Why this series got created is a mystery as well, I would say. And I saw like some people who love this show are saying that people are being racist and sexist because there's a female lead in the show. Well, let's flip that over straight right now to House of the Dragon, which is going on right now on TV. So House of the Dragon has 2 female protagonists. The main 2 characters are Rhaenyra and Alicent. Yes, there's of course a myriad of side characters, but you would say the story started with those 2. It was basically them against each other now. And it has colored people, it has gay people, it has like everything. It has all of that, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know, the word's escaping me right now, but it has all of like the different types of people, the variety of people, and people aren't complaining about that show, that's for sure. If you want to go have a look at the ratings, go have a look at it right now, because that show is doing hella well. People are watching it, and that's coming off the back of Game of Thrones, which had an abysmal like end. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard from like everyone who's watched the show that they hated season 8, and I think you can see that even with the ratings. And people didn't want to prepare for a new show, but they recovered, and look how well they've recovered. House of the Dragon is booming right now. So yeah, there's no excuse. There's zero excuse. And it's not because there's a female protagonist. It's not because it's female director or whatever you want to say. If there's a colored person at the lead, there's colored people all over House of the Dragon. There's females all over House of the Dragon. And I love that show. So I do not like this show. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the finale. I'm going to assume it's not going to be good, but let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.